Hi, I'm peeking in. Christmas time's coming, and with the holidays comes a lot of loneliness, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, because a lot of people lose people and lose things and lose your status. I understand that perfectly, but with each passing year, it gets difficult to continue, that past status, that past relationship, that past whatever, and we have to reach in ourselves and look at the fact that we're still here. We're waking up. And maybe this year can be the beginning, the first year of the rest of your life by looking at the things you do have and to be grateful and to set goals. Like I said on my website, my support group, even if you take goals and break them down, they may seem impossible until you break them down. And you look at each step to reach that goal. Don't put a timeline, but for each step you achieve, cross it off and keep going. There's not time. Life isn't about time. Life is about sitting back and trying to achieve and be the best person you can be. So if you can set goals, I mean, you can set a big goal, but break it down. How can I get to this goal? Can I get to this goal? What do I need to do? And for each thing you write back down, that's your achievement each time. It can take a year, it can take 2 years, it can take a month. But what does that matter? The fact that you're trying to achieve and giving yourself something more than sitting down and just looking in the mirror and being stagnated and wondering, how do I do this? Well, how do you? Everybody's different. How would you resolve a problem compared to me? That's up to you. What would you do? What are the steps for you? So when you write out goals, it's the same thing. Here's my goal. How do I get to it? When I have finally got a car, I'm finally mobile. How did I do that? Well, you start with the humble beginnings. What did I need to do to get to next step, get to next step, to get to next step, to actually get to the car? But it's baby steps. And all this work took about 2.5 years, because retesting, relearning, getting everything in my head to do the written test, then trying to figure out how the heck to get either to a driver training or something. I ended up going to rehab because driver retraining wasn't time. With brain injury, it's difficult to see when you have the when you're ready to achieve. When your brain is at that point. And once I did the cognitive therapy, then my brain finally started getting into that right mode. But I've taken cognitive therapy for years. How did this moment be the moment? I'm going to say it again. Change the diet. Reworking my brain. Trying to understand, but thinking clearer. That's gold. So when I say diet, any disease starts from the gut. Diet does have an effect on the brain. And your brain can actually have swelling. And maybe the doctor can't see that on your MRI or CAT scan, but that doesn't mean you don't have it. But if you can bring that down, even with brain injury, you can bring that down. Yes, you still have injuries, but the parts that work, you can see work. And the parts that don't, you can see don't. And you can have more goals. So here's my Chris's message. We try to set goals like New Year's, I'm going to lose 10 pounds, I'm going to do this. Why don't you do a goal that would be, I want to achieve this. Try it. I want to achieve this or that or that. And what are the steps? And you try. And you see how far you can get by the end of the year. So I wanted to give you something to maybe look forward to this year. Something different, but just yours. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing this. Just do it. See what happens. And you can share to everybody what you achieved. So have a Merry Christmas, and maybe I'll come on before New Year's. Not positively sure. Um, but thank you. Thank you for your time.